Hey there, we're Shannon and Jerry Arner, your hosts of the Arner Adventures podcast.
We're a minimalist couple driven by intentional living and adventure.
Burned out from the 24/7 grind of running our business, we traded the hustle and the bustle for something more meaningful.
We parted ways with most of our belongings and moved to the coast.
Listen along as we chat about life's challenges, share inspiring stories of those who have taken big leaps to live a life outside of the norm,
and help you live with more intention and less physical and mental clutter.
Each episode is a step toward doing and being just a little bit better for ourselves and the world around us.
Life's an adventure after all. Join us for the ride.
It's the Arner Adventures podcast.
Hello everyone, I'm Shannon.
And this is Jerry.
And we are back for episode 188 of the Arner Adventures podcast.
That's right. Moving right along. 200 is in our sights.
It is. It's coming up and I can't believe it. It feels like we were just celebrating 100.
Well, it does. Yeah, time flies. I know.
It does. When you're having fun.
Yeah, and when you're productive like we are.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I tell you what. We are recording this on a morning after we had some pretty great sleep. We're having our coffee, and I'll tell you, in the past few years, we've really prioritized sleep, and we know the importance of sleep wellness.
Yeah, we have, and I did check my sleep score too. I don't know if you did, but mine was really good. Yeah.
I have not checked it yet.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to get through the podcast and then check it.
Yeah, I did that. My daily readiness, all that stuff was checked all the boxes, let's say.
So sometimes you can, I'll speak for us, we can feel like, wow, it's a really great night's sleep. And we should really lean more on how we're feeling. And then we'll look at our sleep score and realize, oh, we didn't sleep that great.
Yes.
And then it kind of changes your mindset. So sometimes like this morning we're recording the podcast, I was like, I'll check it after the podcast.
Yeah, I got you. Because sometimes we look at it and we go, or we're thinking, we probably didn't sleep that good. I'm not even going to check my score.
Yeah. But then if you check it, then you go, oh, like later you go, oh, I did. But there's a reason you felt that way. Like something happened.
Yep.
Well, speaking of sleep, we are going to talk about how to create the perfect sleep sanctuary, because having a sleep sanctuary, or, that's a fancy term for how to keep your bedroom pretty sleep friendly.
That is.
That really matters so much. And it's something that we've learned and we wanted to share with you. So, hope should be a fun, simple, easy, but helpful episode. So stick with us and hopefully you can pick up some pointers and maybe try one or a few or whatever to improve your sleep wellness. Real talk, gift giving can be a nightmare. You either guess wrong, panic buy something weird, or end up sending a gift card that feels like a corporate apology.
Or you just scroll Amazon and hope for divine inspiration. Spoiler, doesn't work.
Which is why we're officially obsessed with Sugar Wish. It's the easiest, most genius gift. You send the link, they pick the goodies, dunzo.
Candy, cookies, popcorn, wine. They even have dog treats, which, yes, Rue and B got.
Rue and B were like, wait a minute, we thought getting adopted was peak? Then Sugar Wish happened where we get to pick out our own gift? Yes.
It's sustainable, fun, and 0% chance of ending up in a landfill or the awkward returns pile.
Head to sugarwish.com, use code ADVENTURES10, and save 10% off on the easiest gift you'll ever send.
Seriously, we sent one while we were recording this podcast. It's that easy.
Again, sugarwish.com, code ADVENTURES10. Gifting handled, treats chosen, Rue and B spoiled. As it should be.
I think it's a good idea. Let's start with the vibe. The vibe being the things you do to set the tone. You want to make your space feel right. That's the first thing. Even if you
assess things.
Yeah, assess things. Mm-hmm. I like that. Even if you're really tired, you want to go through a little assessment checklist. I would say no better place to start than the lighting.
Yes.
Overhead lighting, and I'll tell you that for sure. The HSP in me says no overhead lights, especially fluorescent ones. You want a soft, warm tone light, like a lamp or string lights, those cute little string lights by the bed. Bonus points if they're dimmable. I love bonus points.
I love dimmable.
Yeah, oh, well, we got a thing working there.
Uh-huh.
Your temperature, you want it nice and cool.
Listen, the temperature for me is over lighting. Now, I know lighting is really important to you, and you know it is to me. I'm the person, you guys, who takes a roll of black tape with me when I travel, and I cover up anything, a little light, anything that shows anything other than darkness, so I can sleep well. But paramount for me is the temperature. I need it
Mm-hmm.
cool.
Yeah, yeah. So when we're getting ready for bed, I say, Shannon, I'll get the lights. You work on the temp. And that's how that goes. So,
So yeah, the temperature, you really want to cool it down. Most people, and there's tons of studies that show this, most people sleep best in rooms around 65 degrees. I would probably freeze Jerry out of the house if I did that. But we do 68. Now you give me a hotel room when I'm by myself, that thing's going down to about 60. And I often will turn it to 60 and then take the comforter from the other bed, like if there's two beds, and load it up. But man, I sleep really well. And you know what? You do too, Jer.
oh,
But
yeah, no, I do. Yeah.
yeah, but you
Hmm.
really don't want it cooler than 65. But 65 is where like studies have shown it really improves your sleep to keep it at that.
How about that time that you took the two comforters, then you went down to 55, and you knocked on the next door neighbor's door and said, Hey, can I borrow your comforter? I need a third.
That is not true. That sounds very unsafe as well.
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah, that didn't happen.
No.
Well, I'd say the next important thing is your sound. White noise machines are kind of a big thing. That I don't know if you need to call it a machine. I guess that's probably done by a phone app a lot of times now.
Yeah.
You can call it a machine though. It sounds pretty neat. Or a fan. Oh, that's the good old school way to do it. The fan making that nice humming noise. If silence works better for you, that's great too. But sometimes with loud neighbors, your silence is hard to get. So it's good to be prepared in case of a loud neighbor at home, or should you be in a hotel, you'll want to be able to block them out.
I'll tell you, when we are like on a cruise or we are somewhere near the ocean and then the ocean is loud, that tends to be okay for me.
Hmm.
If we are somewhere, well, okay, let's just talk about home. We live on a street where some people like to be up a little bit later than us, and our dogs are very reactive. So we try to make it where not only we can't hear it, but they can't hear it. And so that's when we do use, we've talked about it before, we use the Better Sleep app, but it does have settings on there where we do like a mixture of brown noise and green noise, and it tends to sort of drown out any of that other thing, those other things that might come up.
Yeah. Oh, indeed.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about another favorite of mine is bedding.
Hmm.
You don't need the most expensive sheets on the internet, okay? You need ones that don't fight your body all night. You want sheets that are breathable. Like we've talked before about how much we love Cozy Earth bamboo sheets. They help regulate temperature. Again, with that temperature. The thing about the Cozy Earth, and you're going, oh my God, they're so expensive. But we have our 40% off coupon. I tell everybody all the time, don't pay full price for Cozy Earth. We have a 40% off coupon. You should always just consider when you look at that, anything on Cozy Earth, go, oh, I know I get 40% off. Then it's more reasonable. I mean, that's just us being honest, right?
Yeah.
We're not going to ever pay full price for Cozy Earth, and you shouldn't either. But we do love Cozy Earth, and we have so much of their bedding. And, the down alternative duvet. We have a great duvet that's temperature regulated, and that's Cozy Earth. Pillows are really important. So if you have lumpy pillows, just make it a dog bed or make it a little cozy area for, a pet. But if you're waking up with neck pain, it could be that it's your pillow. We use one called the adjustable loft pillow, and all this is linked in the show notes. What's really great about this is that you can unzip it and take out part of the stuffing if you don't want it to be as firm. Like it's adjustable for whatever your situation is. And it also has like a layer in it that is for cooling. So you're hearing a lot of talk about keeping things cool because that is what helps you sleep well. But your bedding really matters. Layering, making things really nice so that you can take things off if you want. It just really matters. Anything Cozy Earth bedding, loungewear, we have links to all this stuff that are our favorites, but it really does matter for your sleep sanctuary. And it's just really aesthetically nice. It's just simple and crisp and clean.
Oh, when I hear the Cozy Earth name, I perk up because I know it's good stuff.
That's right.
Whatever it may be.
That's right.
Whatever it may be. Well, should we move along? I
Hmm.
think the next important thing to talk about is cut the clutter.
Ooh, that's consistent with most things, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a blanket sort of thing in for life in general. Cut the clutter, for
Mm-hmm.
God's sakes. You, you, your bedroom's not a storage unit, and if it is, you got some major adjustments to make. It's not your home office either. That's never a good idea. It's not where you fold laundry, or at least it shouldn't be. Especially at night. At night, you shouldn't be folding
Right.
laundry in there before your
And
bedtime.
we are people with a small space, so we do have
Yeah.
areas that are functional for different reasons. But at bedtime, yeah, your bedroom really should be your sleep
Mm.
sanctuary, not all
Uh-huh.
these other things.
Yeah, the you want to clear off surfaces like if yeah, I like books a lot, but you shouldn't have a mountain of books on your on your bedstand or whatever, whatever you have beside your bed. Tech cords, random stuff. That's gonna just the look of it. You might not realize it, but it's could probably add a measure of stress to
Totally.
your evening. Yes. So you want to minimize your visual clutter. It'll help your brain calm down.
Mm-hmm.
Stick to the essentials, a simple nightstand, and dusted nightstand.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Maybe a small plant and a calming candle. Now, I want to add, make sure when you wake up in the morning to blow the candle out.
How about before you go to sleep?
Oh, that's a better idea. That's an even better idea.
Do not go to sleep with a candle going, please.
That's right. I think I got that backwards.
You did.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
did. And we do love our Southern Oak Artisan candles because they are
Ooh.
100% soy and clean fragrance oils used.
Mm-hmm.
And so you don't want to make your environment where it's toxic, right?
That's
I mean,
right.
that would negate the whole sleep sanctuary situation.
It would. And speaking of Southern Oak artisan candles, even the packaging, the decoration on the candles, calming in itself.
Yeah, just simple.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
So let's talk about boundaries, some tech boundaries especially. This might sting a little bit, but we're just going to go there. Your phone is probably messing with your sleep. We've talked about this before. We put our phones to bed at night. Now, we do use my phone for better sleep. So what I do is I put it away from me and I have it on Do Not Disturb and I have the light down where you can't see it. And I'm not going to grab it, all of that stuff. So don't put your phone on the nightstand. If you can use an alarm clock instead, that's great. Or put your phone in another room so that, if you have an alarm and you use your phone for your alarm, which most people do, you have to get up to go and turn it off. There's nothing wrong with that. You got to get out of bed. Don't do the late night doom scrolling. Like Jerry and I can find ourselves in those situations and we are like, okay, we got to put the phone down. Like this is crazy.
Yeah.
The blue light, there's studies that show this too. The blue light from the phone messes with your melatonin, your natural melatonin. If you need your phone nearby, like I was saying, use a blue light filter or set it face down. So like when I use the Better Sleep app, I have it face down away from me and the light is off too. So it's not affecting me and we can still use the music,
Yeah.
the sound.
That's right. Yeah. And I do all the same things with my phone too, although mine prefers a glass of warm hot chocolate before I put it to bed.
And sometimes a cookie.
And a cookie, yeah.
Yeah.
It depends on your phone. Once
Yeah.
again, yeah.
Yeah.
hmm Use scent and routine to signal sleep. Your brain loves a cue. Give it one. Gosh darn it. Use essential oils like lavender or cedarwood or else chamomile. Yeah, that'll work well. A lightly scented soy candle.
Like we just talked about.
Yeah, you know who we love? Have we said it enough? Southern Oak Artisan Soy Candles.
Uh-huh.
Nice decoration on the candle, nice smell, just everything about it. We could go, that's a whole nother podcast.
Yeah,
those
it could be
Southern
an
Oak
episode.
Artisan Soy Candles. That might be 189. Do the same routine every night. We're a big routine anyway, but a few stretches, which is good any time during the day. Some reading. I hear fiction is better to read at night. And Low lighting. Let's circle back around to lighting. Always important. And that's not fluorescent lights, but softer light bulbs. You're training your body to expect rest this way.
Yeah. We had that episode with Aster Haley from Better Sleep, and she's a sleep expert, of course, and her voice is wonderful. If you get the Better Sleep app, I highly encourage you to listen to Aster. She talked about how when you're creating this routine, it's almost like a hypnosis that your body expects. Like your body is can go into this hypnosis when you have the same routine at night, every night. She explains it a lot better. You could just listen to that episode. But I think our bodies, we are very routine with our sleep schedules and what we do to wind down at night. I do think that our bodies are starting to get into that and understands, yeah, it's time for sleep.
Yeah, I think so. How about an optional bonus? Include your dogs in the wind down routine, or if you have a cat in the house.
Yeah.
Rue and Bee, that's our dogs, know when it's bedtime around here. If we're not in bed by a specific time, they head that way to remind us.
Yeah, they're like, we're going to bed. We don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
But we're going to go ahead to bed, and you should probably come along.
Yeah. They say, we're taking our hot chocolate and going to bed. We say, you can't have hot chocolate. You're a dog. It's not good for you.
Yeah, so, you don't need a fancy redesign, okay? Creating a sleep sanctuary isn't about throwing money at your bedroom. It's not about a whole revamp. It's really about helping your body feel safe, calm, and ready for rest. Just some small changes. Again, we rave about Cozy Earth. We rave about better sleep. You don't have to invest a single penny in anything. You can just go to your situation now and make it better. Like lower the lights or don't use overhead lights. Cool your room if you can. Cut the technology. Keep it simple. If you've got ideas for things that you do to help create your own sleep sanctuary, we'd love to know about it. You could share your routine with us or tag us on social at Arner Adventures. And all the links for these things that we've talked about in the past, like we've talked about the best sleep sounds that work. We talked about how to track our sleep without obsessing, like, Fitbit or Oura Ring. There's all these different ways. But again, you don't have to invest a single penny. Just make these small changes and just try to be smart about your nightly routine and what you can do naturally, especially if you're already having problems with sleep. If you just kind of take an assessment, you'll realize that it would be very easy and simple to create a sleep sanctuary because you deserve it.
That's right. That's right. And just to add, as far as sleep albums goes, probably something softer and sort of on the acoustic side. If Led Zeppelin 2 is your favorite sleep album, you're a very unique breed. But you're probably looking for something maybe classical or soft jazz or something acoustic like that.
Yeah. So if you need any references or any of the links to things that we've talked about, head over to the show notes, or you can go to arneradventures.com and get all the information, or just send us a message. But we hope that maybe tonight you'll do something a little bit different to get a better night's sleep.
Bam. If this episode resonated with you, or if you know of someone who would benefit from what we talked about, please share it with a friend.
It's a great way of supporting the podcast, and we really appreciate it.
Another way of supporting the pod is by leaving us a 5-star review or rating on the platform you are listening to us on.
And go ahead and hit that subscribe button. That also supports us. You can always find us, the show notes, and sponsors who support the podcast at arneradventures.com.
And until next time, enjoy the journey you're on. We're wishing you lots of adventures.
Bye-bye.